Good Friday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson, and let's go in and talk about the weather for your Friday. Starting off, what is going on throughout the entire state of South Carolina as we're about to move to 10:24 a.m. We see some rainfall going on in the upstate, rather it be up near Rock Hill, over inside of Union or Lockhart, South Carolina. We have rainfall going on up here, and honestly, if we look at what's going on throughout the entire U.S., about the same, to be honest, about the same. We have some rainfall going on up there, side of the Northeast. We have some rainfall down here in obviously the Southeast, North Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. We also have some rainfall going on over here inside the Midwest from Illinois over into the Ohio Valley, and then also over here into Missouri. We have some rainfall with some storms going on. And then if you take a look up here in the north central U.S., all the way over into the west, we have rainfall moving. Now, if we go in and take a look at our cloud cover for currently first, we see some cloud cover going on in the upstate. We see some in the Midlands, the Low Country, the Grand Strand areas. We see that going on for sure. But now, if we go in and take a look at our cloud cover for the future, we go in and push this forward over into this afternoon. Cloud cover will start to build a little bit, even as we go later on into this evening, going on into tonight, and then as we move into around 12 o'clock in the morning, we now see some cloud cover that's, trying to move its way over into the east. But it's still regularly just trying to stay clear for many of us over here in the west. Current temperatures right now, we're talking about a good 83 in Somerville, 83 Charleston, 83 inside of Beaufort, 83 Hilton Head Island, so a lot of 83s. 85 in Georgetown, 83 in Myrtle Beach, 84 North Myrtle Beach, as well as 83 in Columbia, Sumter, 78 inside of Spartanburg, Gaffney, 77 in Greenville, 79 Clemson and Anderson. Air quality for today, it looks like that the upstate, Midlands, maybe even the western Midlands are included inside of that moderate risk for air quality for tonight. If you're in that moderate risk, the yellow area, just make sure that you're paying attention. Make sure that you're paying attention for and that what could potentially happen if you move up to that orange category or that red category, which obviously the orange is unhealthy for sensitive groups and the red is just unhealthy for everybody. So just keep an eye out on it. Make sure that you're not getting too high up. High temperatures for today: 92 in Columbia, 93 Orangeburg, 91 Moncks Corner, 90 in Georgetown, as well as 87 in Charleston, 89 Hilton Head Island, as well as 88 in Greenville, Anderson, Lawrence, 89 Spartanburg. And because I'm not going to be here tonight, here is our low temperatures for tonight. We're talking about 72 in Greenville, 72 Spartanburg, as well as 73 in Columbia, 74 Orangeburg, and 74 in Moncks Corner, Walterboro, 79 Charleston, 76 Georgetown, and 78 in Myrtle Beach. Now for our winds for today, we're looking pretty calm. Looking at around a good inland at least. We're looking at a good 5 to 10 miles per hour, but near the coastal areas, a bit of a different story, around 10 to 15, maybe even a bit higher. Then if we go and take a look at those wind gusts, we're looking at around a good 10 to 15 miles per hour inland, maybe towards like the low country and the coastal areas, Grand Strand areas, looking at more 15 to 20. But some areas may even get up to 25. Rainfall for today, we definitely have that possibility. I mean, there is no doubt. You see rainfall possible all the way from upstate all the way to coastal areas. 100th of an inch to a tenth of an inch for a lot of areas. See a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch for areas like Columbia, Sumter, Florence. Quarter of an inch to a half an inch for like Dillon, Walterboro. And somebody may even see around a half an inch to an inch. So the possibility of rain is definitely here for the next 24 hours. Thunderstorms are expected for today. Thunderstorms are expected today. Make sure that if you're in the state and you get some rainfall, know that it can turn into a thunderstorm real quick. No fire weather, no excessive rainfall. The main thing that we're looking at here for the crazy score is as we're at a 55 in that strong category. Not really because of the strong winds, the heavy rainfall, the wind. That's not really the main thing in my opinion. Even though, yeah, we could have some strong storms potential. That, storms during summertime, obviously, that's all of that's possible. But I think the main thing here is really just that threat of the dangerous heat, And here's the heat index right here for today. It doesn't really seem like it's the most 99, but I do see some hundreds. I see some 100. Maybe upwards of 100 in some spots. I think that kind of pushes the score up all the way to that strong category with the risk of thunderstorms today. I think both of those kind of act in conjunction towards one another and kind of push that score up to around a 55 here, around a 55. So, um, heat index being the primary hazard, scattered storms, localized risk. Make sure you limit your outdoor exposure, staying hydrated, check on vulnerable people. All of that should be in your mind as you move more into today. Models now. We're going to start off here at around 10 a.m., moving on over to around 11 o'clock in the morning. You can see you're not seeing much, but then as we move into the afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock p.m., now you're starting to see some storm activity starting to go on. Low country, Grand Strand areas, PD areas. You move on to around 5 p.m., all the way to around 6 p.m. You have some rainfall with some thunderstorm activity going on in the PD areas, the low country going on. Even inside of the Midlands as well, you're seeing some thunderstorm activity over here inside the eastern parts. Now you move over to around 8 o'clock p.m., 9 o'clock p.m., and it starts to kind of fizzle out, but now you're starting to see some showers in the upstate a little bit, maybe in the northern Midlands, and by the time we get to around 12 o'clock in the morning, things start to end off. So one major thing that I'm seeing here is that most of that rainfall is kind of happening more in the eastern side of the state, not really the western. Not really just the eastern side. And if we want to take a look at the newest model that just came out, um, it kind of has a bit of a different story. I mean, by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock p.m., you're starting to see some of that rainfall up there in the upstate now, and then it kind of moves its way east later on into the evening and kind of moves through. And so both are kind of different in their own ways. The one that I just showed you was the 12Z that was updated at 9, and then the other one, which this one is the 13Z, this one was uploaded at 10 o'clock. And the one for 10 o'clock kind of shows a bit more action over there in the western side of the state, but it does push all of that activity over to the east. And you can see with some of these storms right now, even though, models can't really predict rain intensity, it has a good amount of cores with some of these thunderstorms, so some good torrential downpours could be possible. And that's all that I have to say really for today. So if you have not hit the like button yet or the subscribe button yet, go ahead and do so. We're at 757, trying to get to that main goal of 800. Also share with your friends, your family members, your acquaintances, and people that you don't talk to regularly because it's free. It's free. It's free. Make sure you tune in to tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Well, I'm thinking about, I'm not going to be here. Make sure you tune in Sunday evening. Sunday evening for your week forecast update. We're going to be talking about the last week of June, June the 28th, going into July 4th. That is the next forecast. June 28th going into July 4th. That is the forecast for Sunday. And then, because remember, I will not be here tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday morning. I will not be here tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday morning. So make sure that you're there Sunday evening. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your weekend here, pretty much. And then also, congratulations for making it to Friday. Let me go and give you your round of applause now. And that's all I have to say. Everyone have a fantastic weekend, and I will be back Sunday evening.